Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zymox, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be at about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seatbelt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
Hey guys, I don't know if you can hear me or not. Rob is in the stream with audio only. Here he is.
Maybe. Am I here?
Are you here?
Am I here? Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, cool. Can everybody else hear me? Right there at the end, the beginning, it's like your camera is disconnected.
I just stopped hearing.
So, how's everybody doing? What's going on? Typical flying by the seat of my pants. And, have some technical issues. What's new? I'm used to it. It doesn't even bother me anymore, right? I'm just like, oh shit, here we go with this again. Technical issues. All right.
Remember how much we used to stress too?
No, yeah, it was like freak out central, and now it's just like, oh, this shit again.
Like it was the end of the flipping world.
Yep. Feeding cats and cleaning litter boxes.
Who's doing that? I am part of that world.
Part of that world.
I am part of that world. Mm-hmm.
Cool. So you have anything weird going on in your neck of the woods this week?
Do I? Do I?
I don't know. Yeah. There's been stuff going on here, but I've been like literally too busy to pay attention. I'm going like 10 different directions at once.
I mean, not really like weird that I can, unless I'm, I get pretty desensitized to it now. Yeah. But a whole lot more, our neighbor's truck got stolen. a couple of
Oh,
days ago.
that's always fun.
Yeah, a lot more like robberies like that in the neighborhood, but weird. Not that I don't venture out too much anymore
Yeah, me either.
to really see the weird.
Ah, that sucks, Holly. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, Holly.
Snow. Ew. Snow. Snow, thanks. Yeah, it got cold here though, living in Florida, it's like the other day it was like 85 degrees. And then the next day it was a low of like 46. And then today it was back up to like, I don't know, 78 or something like that. What is it now? It's like I was outside working and I'm like, what the hell? I'm freezing my ass off. It's like back down to 40 something, 50. I don't know. That's Florida for you.
You know, what did I see earlier?
It's not as cold as I thought. It's only 55, but a low of 46 tonight. So.
Supposedly, they're saying.
Oh, there's something big coming sooner or later.
I don't know, just some BS on it's climate change, why it's raining like this, like as it's the earth heating up so bad that's why it's raining all over the place. But like we see why it's raining all over the place.
Yeah.
Like God, it's so like this climate heat is really cold.
Yeah.
Like this earth burning is certainly colder than I thought.
Yeah. There was an awful lot of big, fat chemtrails in the sky today here. Like way bigger than normal. Like they don't spread out like that like normally. It's been nuts. But what are you going to do, right? Breathe it in, right?
Breathe. Oh, you don't even have to breathe it. The nanoparticles go right through your skin.
Oh, nice.
Easy peasy.
Little aluminum oxide, who needs?
But there was a lot of weird. Some of it was just weird that I just didn't even want to use it. There was a time when I probably would have. But now it's just like it's so mild now compared to like before.
Yeah.
I would have got a better shock reaction like before. Now it's like, yeah, and
Oh man. What the hell? I download your pictures and they come out like tiny.
Mulligan.
Not all of them. But this
Maybe
first,
it's because I cropped some of them when I don't size them right because I do it so fast.
okay, let's see if this first one works. Yeah, it's kind of pixely. It's a wee bit pixely.
So yeah, 50 accused sorcerers die after being forced to ingest a mysterious liquid. Makes you think back to those witch Salem days where, if you're a witch, if you don't drown, and if you drown, you were innocent. In this case,
it's like a no-win situation.
it really is. Officials in Angola have highlighted the recent case of 50 people who died while being forced to prove they weren't sorcerers. The disturbing deaths, which occurred during the months of January and February this year, happened in the central town of Kamakupa in Angola, where belief in witchcraft is particularly prevalent. Because there are no laws governing how alleged witches or sorcerers are to be dealt with, local officials, and in particular traditional healers or marabouts, are left to handle this issue in any way that they see fit. So if they just, I guess, let local officials handle these issues, if there's a sorcerer issue in your town. In this particular instance, Mo, more than 50 people suspected of being sorcerers were administered a poisonous herbal drink to prove their innocence. Perversely, those who died were then deemed to be guilty of witchcraft. More than 50 victims were forced to drink this mysterious liquid, which, according to traditional healers, proves whether or not a person practices witchcraft. We should try to help rescue people who try to make a living from practices that are harmful to society, including witchcraft and drugs. It is not clear if those responsible for administering the toxic drink have been held accountable. Many people resort to the practice of witchcraft because they believe that with witchcraft, they can get what they want and thus free themselves from poverty and get everything they need to survive, Bishop David said in an interview last year. So I guess that would be a sin. I guess they're talking about manifesting and manifesting things. So what we practice out here, especially in our circles here, we would be burned at the stake still.
We'd be crazy and on drugs and witchy drinking crazy concoctions and bats flying around. Yeah.
But isn't it crazy that these things are still happening?
Yeah. It sounds like a bunch of murdering going on to me, you know?
Yeah, you just don't like some of them say, I think they're a sorcerer.
I think they're a sorcerer. We need to get rid of them.
Yeah.
If I was one of those people, I'd be cursing everybody on the way out. I'm like, well, what the hell?
Yeah, make them think that they were too.
Yeah.
Like really do a job on them.
Siriana said it had snow and it was 33 coming out of work tonight. Good God, I feel for you. Oh, man.
Snow at 33?
Snow.
Was it slushy snow?
No idea how to deal with snow. Yeah.
Well, you just you don't want to do it.
Yeah, I'm a total snow virgin. I got no clue. 60-year-old snow virgin. Oh, man. I don't like no cold weather, man. Okay, what do I have here? Okay.
Hey, Craig.
I had to do an article on this old fella because I was talking about him the other day. And Nikola Tesla once picked up some strange signals that he thought could be alien. And then the government said, nothing to see here, move along. And we're going to take all your shit. Okay. Weird Wednesday notes. The inventor and engineer picked up a mysterious signal in 1899 that he could not find an explanation for. There are a few people who have contributed more. There are few people who have contributed more to the widespread implementation of electricity in the modern world than Tesla. A man whose accolades range from pioneering the use of alternating current to conducting experiments designed to transmit electricity. God, why can't I say that word tonight? Jeez. My brain's not working. Wirelessly through the air. Even today, a great deal of mystery and intrigue surrounds exactly what Tesla had managed to achieve and to the extent of which his inventions had helped to shape the modern world. Back in 1899, for example, Tesla became aware that his equipment had picked up a strange signal that, according to his written records of the incident, seemed to have unnerved him greatly. Even now, at times, I can vividly recall the incident and see my apparatus as though it were actually before me, he wrote. The first observation positively terrified me, as there was present in them something mysterious, not to say supernatural, and I was alone in my laboratory at night. The signal, which comprised of a series of beeps, did not seem to have a known source of origin. It was some time afterward when the thought flashed upon my mind that the disturbances I had observed might be due to an intellect control, he wrote. Although I could not decipher their meaning, it was impossible for me to think of them as having been entirely accidental. The feeling is constantly growing on me that I had been in the first to hear the greeting of one planet to another. So did Tesla really pick up a signal sent by intelligent extraterrestrials? In later years, astronomers determined that what the inventor had picked up was most likely intense kilometric VLF emissions originating from Jupiter rather than an intelligent alien signal. Even so, the precise nature of the origins of Tesla's mystery signal continue to intrigue even to this day. And, where did all this stuff go? He could wirelessly send electricity all around, but yet we don't do that today because they hid all his shit away because of greed, and greed. Because, if energy's free, you can't make any money off of it, right? So no, we got to control the people and charge them for electricity. And, that's the way it goes. Where did all of Tesla's inventions and all this stuff go?
The same place where the cure for cancer went, and the recipe for running a car off of like water, basically, I think went.
Yep.
All those things where they had to take it away to do, research something, and then it's gone for good. It's totally lost.
Yeah.
The most important documents, we have the only copy, and it's gone.
Exactly. There was a flood and it all got messed up. Yeah. Nothing to see here. Move along. Trust the government, right? Pew pew.
Pew pew.
Pew pew. Exactly. That's my thoughts on that.
Pew pew.
Not a conspiracy theorist. No. I'm not paranoid. Paranoid? No, I'm not paranoid. My thoughts are real.
Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not, hiding in the corner freaking out about it.
Really?
I'm just showing people, like, you notice that? Being aware and helping those that are not aware but want to be aware.
Enlightened.
Want to be aware. Yes, enlightened. Well, this, again, people are turning into flipping animals. I don't know, is it the stress with what's happening in the world? Is it just because people get away with so much now? Are they cranking up 5G? What the hell is it drugs? New things, new, people are turning into animals.
Rawr. Yes, they are.
Because didn't someone just bite someone's ear not that long ago? I don't know that we even did the story. I think it was just something I saw, like people got pissed off over something and ear was involved.
I missed that one. I know Tyson bit Hollyfield's ear.
Mm-hmm. And spit it out. Well, a Deliveroo rider bit off a customer's thumb after a brief argument over a pizza ordered through the app.
Pizza.
Jennifer Roca, yeah, there's the thing about that. Jennifer Roca, 35, attacked Stephen Jenkinson, 36, doing what should have been a routine takeaway delivery in December 2022. Stephen was attacked near his home in Aldershot, Hampshire, by delivery driver Roca. The 35-year-old had been working as a substitute rider and using someone else's account, which a judge at Winchester Crown Court has described as a serious offense and may land Roca behind bars. And I'm wondering, why, if this was 2022, did this come out today? Deliveroo has since ended the rider's account after the awful incident, but not before Roca ripped through Stephen's thumb like a chainsaw, leaving him with an amputated digit and out of work. My app has locked up momentarily.
Teeth like a chainsaw. Yeah, I hate when
Steve. What's that?
Hmm?
What are you saying?
I don't even know. And my dog tweaks my brain because she's just in there barking.
Stephen, who was left with his thumb severed from the knuckle, said, "All I remember, I was shaking her helmet, trying to get her off. The force," they're leaving a lot out, "the force with which she must have been biting, she'd clean taken it off." He added, "It felt like it had gone through a chainsaw." Roca, who will be sentenced on May 3rd, had argued with Stephen after arriving at the wrong location. Stephen had forgotten his phone, and an argument over the delivery code number he had to provide began. Stephen added, "Financially, I'm ruined. I'm unemployed. I'm in a massive amount of debt, and I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel." He added the relationship with his girlfriend, the mother of his newborn daughter, had broke down after the incident. He added, "I have to live with this for the rest of my life. I want to use this story to help others, to say this has to change." Mr. Jenkins' lawyer, Alex, said companies operating the gig economy should be held to account for the actions of the people they rely on for their significant profits. Deliveroo released their own statement and confirmed their riders were self-employed, adding, "Substitution is and always has been a common feature of self-employment, and it's not specific to Deliveroo nor our sector." A Deliveroo spokesperson added, "This was an awful incident. We ended the account of the rider concerned immediately and have fully cooperated with police on the investigation." Another AI written article. So wait, the chick bit his thumb off. She was the one delivering it, right?
So yeah, so this is the biter. This is Thummy McThummerson over here. She's got a look on her face like, "Bitch, I'll bite your thumb off." And then he is like got this mean look on his face, and he's got his fist balled up like, "Bitch, I will knock you out if you bite my other thumb off."
Yeah, he looks that was before the thumb biting?
I guess. I don't know.
Well,
Like,
he has all his thumbs.
yeah, he's got his thumbs in that picture, so maybe, I don't know.
What I don't understand is they get into a fight over some code, and what transpired between the code, and she is now latched onto him like a Rottweiler.
Yeah, really.
and scissored through his thumb. That's like how the cat scissors through like the cords. He can just 3 snaps, that cord is bit. How'd she scissor through his finger like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Everything tasted like chicken.
Tough teeth in that broad. I don't know. I've never even heard of Deliveroo myself. Is Deliveroo real? I don't know.
He listened to way too much Limp Bizkit.
Deliveroo. Let's Google.
Yeah, it's definitely another country, I think.
Yep. Takeaway food delivery from local restaurants. Deliveroo Plus.
What's country?
I don't know. It's a British online food delivery company.
See, I was thinking Australia.
And it was founded in 2013. Wow, it's an old one. In London, England. It operates in the United Kingdom, France, Belgium, Ireland, Italy, Singapore, Hong Kong, and United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, and Qatar. Yeah, Deliveroo. It sounds Australian. I agree with you. Like have a kangaroo for their little, mascot.
That would be cute. And he has like his pouch as a little grocery bag, a little roo.
Yeah, we got it nailed already, but just wrong country.
Yeah. We can change, part of the lettering and have our own.
Yeah, let's just start it here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Get this growth removed off my fist. Like the chick's whole head is still like attached to him.
I got
like,
this.
Can you take this broad off of me?
So let's see. I got this.
Why?
This is my rabbit hole. Early this morning while I was having coffee and looking for articles for the show called Weird Wednesday. This is a rabbit hole that I went down. Not that weird of a rabbit hole. More weird of a rabbit hole that I'm trying to remember how to share the freaking screen. I think I'd done this once or twice before. Okay. Man vanished without a trace while seeking vibrating cave near Area 51. Or did he just drop his vibrating butt plug when he was looking for it?
Fell into the water.
Fell into the cave. It's like echoing.
Yeah.
Okay. This one says, I'll read the article and then I'll give you some links. The disappearance of Kenny Veach still remains a topic of debate and intrigue almost 10 years on. One of the most mysterious and widely debated disappearance of recent years, the case of YouTuber Kenny Veach. I guess that's how you say it. Veach. Veach. It's like beach with a V. Veach. Who vanished without a trace after venturing into the Mojave Desert to find a vibrating M-shaped cave near the secretive Area 51 facility. Is certainly an unusual one. If you're wandering around out there in the desert and anywhere in the vicinity of Area 51, who the hell knows what could happen to you at any given minute? He enjoyed heading off the beaten track. That would have sounded different if he was handing on the beaten track. And his YouTube videos would follow him on his adventures. Things took a rather peculiar twist in 2014, however, when he took to the comments to state that he had discovered a strange M-shaped cave in the desert near the Nellis Air Force Base, which is situated to the south of Area 51. Oh, man. Why does my text go crazy on me? Upon approaching the cave, he recalled experience a strange vibrating sensation. The closer I got to the cave entrance, the worse the vibrating became, he wrote. Suddenly, I became very scared and hightailed it out of there. That was one of the strangest things that's ever happened to me. I solo hike across mountaintops that most people wouldn't dare go. I've been in more caves than I can count. I play with rattlesnakes for fun, but this one in particular cave was beyond anything I had ever encountered. In the months that followed, Veach ventured out again in an attempt to relocate the cave and prove to his viewers that it really existed. But despite retracing his steps, he was unable to find it. It was when he embarked on another hike on a further attempt to find the cave, November 10th of 2014, however, that he disappeared without a trace and was never seen again. Search and rescue teams later found his cell phone inside an abandoned mine, and his car was parked several miles away. There was no other sign of Veach himself or what might have befallen him. His disappearance went on to generate a number of conspiracy theories, with some speculating that he had found the cave and that something had happened to him inside, while others suggested that he had been caught and arrested by the military for venturing where he didn't belong. There's also a theory that a combination of personal circumstances had compelled him to venture out that day with the intention of committing suicide, though his body has never been found. To this day, exactly what happened to Kenny Veach remains a total mystery. And I watched.
Then I came down in the morning.
I watched this video. Let me see if I can share this real quick. I can't play it because they'll probably, shoot a cannon at my butt or something for doing this. But I'm going to do it anyways because I don't care. So, this is his. This is the dude in particular that we're talking about here. Let's see. Come on.
The last time I came up here, I hiked up to the top of what they call Gas Peak, and I spent the night. It was a 2-day hike, and then I hiked all the way down to another valley over here and went past this mountain range you see on my right, all the way back out to the flat desert. Now,
okay, so he's talking about, the dude did some like hardcore hikes. There's no doubt about that. Because he said his truck or whatever is like way over here, like miles away over here. So he's got to go all the way across this, down like all these cliffs, across this valley and back to the other side of this mountain where his truck is. So, anyways, he's out there looking for this weird M-shaped cave. And
like it looks like it's blocked off, but I can squeeze through that. It kind of turns into like an S, but it just keeps on going. And then there's lots of little caves, but they're not the kind of cave I'm looking for. The kind of cave I'm looking for is deep, and it's dark, and it's
those look like animal dens.
It's shaped just like the letter M.
See, this cave right here is goes down, up. It looks like an M, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I went down this rabbit hole this morning, and I started going and reading all the comments, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's sad that his subscribers made him go out and look for this cave again," and that's
nobody makes you do anything.
Yeah, exactly. So somewhere in these comments, I found there's a thing from his girlfriend in here. Here we go. This whole thing here. I'm the girlfriend that Kenny spoke of in the video. There's so many posts. I had no idea until the friend let me know. So many people are wondering what happened and guessing different things. Your heart felt about the sadness around what happened with Kenny. He has not been found and I feel he probably will not be found for many, many months, if ever. I want to share what I know and what I feel about what happened. And she goes on, like, I'll put the links to this video if anybody wants to watch the whole thing. She basically says that she thinks he may have committed suicide. His dad committed suicide when he was 20, and he had this depression and blah blah blah, and said he battled depression for many years and would not take medication or see a doctor. He quit his job a little more than a year before he disappeared. He wanted to see if he could sell his inventions and do what he called cowboy interior design for home. Anyways, it goes on quite a ways there, and I read all of this morning, and I don't know if he committed suicide or what. A lot of people in the comments are saying, got this weird thing in my face right here. It's weird. Anyways, like there's a wiener coming across my face.
Oh, that does not sound good.
I know. Yeah, really. What the hell is going on?
That's the last thing I think you want coming across your face.
Yeah, that's true. Poor choice of words there. Anyways, I was reading in the comments, and a lot of people are like, look at such and such, they're time stamping it, and saying,
but it just keeps on going.
Stop. They're saying they hear weird things in the video, and he gets real kind of nervous sounding when he gets to that point in the video, and I'm trying to copy it and it won't let me. Damn it.
Well, I'm leaving it in the dust. Oops. And
I'll post this one in here. Damn it. Nothing is wanting to work for me right now, and I still have Wienerhead. Paste. Okay. There's the link to that video that I played. And then there's another video that was there a secret hidden door to Area 51 in this cave? This is a whole nother thing on this cave that he found. And I'll get to the point here in the video.
Wait, that M one that looks like the M cave that we're looking at, or a different cave?
I think it's the same one. Let me see if I can
a letter M.
Pull this up real quick. And let me go ahead and share the link to this one if anybody's interested. Oh, good God. Here we go.
Good God.
Good, great googly moogly.
Thinking of that Chili Pepper song.
Okay, this is the other video that I found. Why is it not showing it? I don't know. Gee, jumping Jehoshaphat. Too many windows open here. Okay, here we go. 3 days later. Come on, Rob. Add to the stage. Good God.
Oh.
Bit of work to find this.
So this guy went out and
ends along the way, but
thinks he found the cave, the M-shaped cave,
okay,
which is the same one.
To the entrance of this,
and is what's weird about it.
There's the one side of it. It comes down and then goes.
A lot of people were saying, and he said this is a cave that was emanating some weird, crazy vibration thing, and he felt all freaked out about going in it or being near it. And like in the beginning of the video, he's got a gun on him a pistol, and he's like, I'm taking my pistol with me this time. Anyways, this kind of makes sense when this guy gets here and he goes in this part of the cave.
Like from the nerves, or is the vibration making him nervous? You know how like vibrations can do stuff to you.
Yeah. Like in this video, yeah, he said it in the video. He said it was like a physical, like his whole body started vibrating. He could feel energy coming out of this cave. Well, anyways, it shows in here
behind me here, like right there.
Like there's these rocks that are piled up, like they were trying to
alerted me to this location. His
name's Margaret.
He's in the military.
To like board it up. Now look at this.
He was searching for this himself, and
like look at right there. All this, that doesn't look normal. That looks like that looks like something has been like
put in,
concreted up or something, and there's all these boards
like
with
two big like disc things or something.
He's searching for this himself, and last couple of years, but he had an accident and was no longer able to get out. Like he used
a metal detector
across my YouTube channel and wanted me to check it out.
That's
not natural.
Yeah, it looks like it's been, I don't know. They're saying that this was like a secret entrance into Area 51 or something. I don't know.
You know those bells you ding for service, and they kind of have like that dome, and they have like electric parts and things like that. They're like those dome shapes.
Yeah.
That are used like for the bells. What if that's what those are, and something happens and it starts to vibrate the whole wall?
Yeah.
And they get camouflaged in.
Yep.
What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, if it's Area 51, if it's a secret doorway to Area 51, who knows what the hell could be coming out of there, it may not, what if it's not a door? What if it's just a portal to, I don't know, Phantom Wienerville or somewhere? I don't know. Who knows?
Well, he, died of suicide. Animals would still drag him apart, but there'd still be like remnants of something of him somewhere.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of abandoned mine. Like in the beginning, that video where he was standing with that weird contraption thing, that was an abandoned mine, and he actually shows, he looks down in it, and he's like, "Yeah, man, if you were to fall in there, you'd be done for." And I mean, the dude did have depression, and his girlfriend said that he talked to her about it, and he's like, "Oh, if I decide to off myself, you'll be okay without me," and blah, blah, blah. So that's a possibility.
Yeah, but people say that sometimes too, and they just, doesn't mean that they're really going to do it. They're just going through a hard time, and then the time passes. Not always, but I've said things in the past I didn't really mean.
Yeah. So, there's a chance of that. There's a chance of, he could have fallen down one of those abandoned mines, like poking around there, and, all this wood and shit's rotten, and he could have stepped on it and just, whoa. But he left his phone. It was either in one of those mines or by it. And his girlfriend said she thinks he left it there so he couldn't be tracked to where he was going. And his car was like 4 or 5 miles away and in a different location. He had hiked in there. So, and he left his video camera at home that day. So he didn't take his video camera.
So like he just wanted to maybe go die without anybody having to come across his body?
Maybe. Or maybe he just left his phone there because something spooked him. I don't know. There's a lot of questions.
Or he didn't want like something spooked him, and he didn't want to have any devices on him like that could follow him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of questions on that. That was my early morning coffee rabbit hole down the drain thing this morning. I watched that video. I saw the article. Then I started looking. I Googled his name and I found, a video from his channel. And then from that video, I found the comments from his girlfriend. And then I found another video, and which led to this one. So I don't know. There it is. You want to check it out? Those are the links. See what happens. I can go down a rabbit hole and just random.
Oh, that's another one we can ask the box about later.
Yeah.
What happened to this gentleman?
Okay. Now I got to get back to the screen because I closed a bunch of windows.
Baby, come back.
Baby, come back.
Baby, come back.
Okay. We're on article number 3.
That's true, Zariana. Forget UFOs. Ex-U.S. Navy officer warns of unidentified underwater objects. And we do hear an awful lot about, like, what is it is it the North Pole or under, what is it where they say is the entryway? They think aliens are coming in and out.
Yep.
Certain part of the ocean. And people, think that aliens could live inside the moon. And, people are always looking like for things flying around, floating, but it's like maybe they're inside places you're not looking. This could be one of them. And it's another AI written article, so bear with me. The sightings of so-called unidentified flying objects have received much attention in the past few years, with the U.S. Congress holding a briefing on the issue last year. The Pentagon debunked these sightings, clarifying in a report earlier this month that they have found no evidence of extraterrestrial technology. But incidents like these, whenever reported, generate huge interest across the world. A retired U.S. admiral has now warned about unidentified submarines, saying they pose a real threat to international maritime security. Rear Admiral and oceanographer Tim authorized a white paper for Sol Foundation, a think tank, in which he mentioned that unidentified submergible object USOs need urgent attention. So now we've got USOs. He also said these large lighted craft could be lurking in the unexplored depths of our ocean. Yeah, and they show that, that Tim, that's the guy they're talking about, that bottom tweet right there. He says, what I just said. We have had less research on transmedium UAP and USOs than is ideal. These underwater anomalies jeopardize U.S. maritime security, which is already weakened by our relative ignorance about this global ocean, he said in the report. Their presence in the oceans at the same time presents an unprecedented opportunity for maritime science. To meet the security and scientific challenges, transmedium UAP and USOs should be elevated to national ocean research priorities, he added. The ex-military official said these unknown objects can sometimes travel in the deep ocean waters without ever emerging. He said a lot of research has been happening on what's going on up in the sky, which means that major powers could be making moves underwater without barely anyone noticing. He also pointed towards the ongoing war in Ukraine, the Israel-Hamas war, as well as Iran's proxy conflicts in the Red Sea, North Korea's ever-increasing nuclear arsenal, and China's dangerous moves towards Taiwan, calling them proliferating and overwhelming threats. One threat that may be even greater than all of these is largely unseen. The worldwide network of undersea cables that provide the backbone of global communication and information transfer, he said in his report, while mentioning the abundance of soft challenges. This vast complex of seabed infrastructure underpins global commerce, military readiness, and logistics, and the internet itself. And then it cut out after I just did the helicopter. Hold on.
Wouldn't it be weird if, the whole time we're like looking up in the stars, looking to the heavens, looking in the sky for UFOs, and they're here all along in the ocean. Remember that movie, The Abyss?
Yes.
What if they're here and they're just in the ocean? And, they've been here the whole time, right under our noses.
To be sure, this threat and the others outlined above paint a problematic picture for maritime security, it added. He further claimed that the U.S. government is not sharing all it knows on UAP and USOs, making it difficult to tackle security threats across the planet's oceans. So, yeah, definitely another place that people should be looking at. I mean, for anything.
We get articles every now and then that talk about, whatever spaceships, ships. I guess if they're in the ocean, they're not technically spaceships. They're badass submarines. I don't know. They can fly in the ocean and in the air.
Yeah.
Way more advanced than our dumbasses can make, obviously. But what if they're in the ocean? I mean, that's a vast, big place that we haven't really researched,
And it's true, the depths. I mean, we're seeing new things every so often that we've never seen before, like that crazy shark from the depths that looked like a prehistoric dinosaur skeleton.
Yeah, like the Mariana Trench. I mean, that thing is like miles and miles and miles deep.
There you go.
It's what's down there. Who knows what lurks? Yeah, I mean, that's one of my favorite, like, extraterrestrial movies was The Abyss. I mean, it's like the whole thing of aliens, but you didn't even have to leave the Earth. They were in the ocean.
Exactly. Under the sand. I mean, you don't even have to go super deep.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
We do.
Octopus's Garden. The Beatles had it all figured out way back when. Yeah, who knew?
Who would have thunk it?
So, speaking of spacecraft and all that rigmarole nonsense stuff, we got this one. M16 unit recovered non-human craft 40 years ago, claims ex-paratrooper. Pentagon says no, there's been no reverse engineered. There's been no spacecraft found ever. There's no proof of extraterrestrials. And then 2 days later, they said, oh yeah, we need some money to research reverse engineering. What? So anyways, this says former British Special Forces paratrooper claims that the UK military captured a crashed alien spacecraft in the 1980s. The UK, God, when they talk about it like so far ago, and then they say the 1980s, it's like, well, it wasn't that long ago, but actually, that was a long time ago.
Kind of was.
The UK may have its own version of the Roswell incident. That is, at least if the testimony of Frank Milburn, a veteran of the British Army's elite parachute regiment, is to be believed. In a recent interview with Milburn, he maintained that he wanted to reveal what he knew in order to support other UFO whistleblowers, such as former U.S. intelligence official David Grush. Where is David Grush? He's in hiding. The story goes that a close friend of Milburn's worked for a secretive unit during the 80s known as E Squadron, X-Files, which recruited highly skilled veteran members of the British Special Forces. In one particular notable incident toward the end of the decade, the group had been called on to investigate the wreckage of a mysterious object that had been shot down over the UK by the RAF. He said they were tasked to secure and retrieve the craft in the north of England. They were flown in by helicopter. They established a cordon, a perimeter, and they approached the craft. He didn't describe the craft. He just said it was obvious it was non-human. And it was obvious that there were occupants who had fled the scene on foot, or whatever you call it. He said it became a task of tracking down these beings to try to bring them into custody. Around 6 to 8 men were left protecting the craft, he recalled, while the rest were sent out to recapture the alleged alien entities that had fled from the vessel. Whether or not they were actually ever caught, however, remains unclear. See, the only problem I have with that story, it all sounds like it could make sense and it could be possible, but it's an alien spacecraft and they shot it down. Well, if it's an alien spacecraft and it's here, they're obviously way more advanced than we are. So I don't believe we could just shoot it down with our, caveman type guns compared to what extraterrestrials could have. So I don't know if we could actually shoot one down. Maybe we could. I don't know. It seems far-fetched. That's the part of the story that kind of, I'm like, really? I should have left that part out.
Yeah.
It would have been more believable. Yeah, we shot it down.
We shot it. We shot it.
We shot it with a slingshot. Knocked it out of the sky. Those bastards.
What was that? Saturday Night Live? We shot it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that or not. Yeah, maybe they were just drunk on, like got some collected apples and they went bad and they drank it and maybe they were just joyriding and they crashed.
Could happen. Well, this next one is just for fun. It's just a quickie little thing. I did find a little article to go with it, but something I was going to say you don't see every day, but you might see it every day. I don't know. Real life burglary suspect does yoga before raiding a bakery store. So this man lays on the sidewalk, stretching in front of a camera.
Pictures don't do this justice either. So.
It doesn't.
So Jamie has a video.
So what they say, because I wanted, Fox was just giving like the video, and I wanted to know more than just what I was seeing. I did find an article. A flexible bandit was captured on video stretching and doing yoga outside a bakery earlier this month before going on to allegedly burglarize the establishment minutes later. The real-life cat burglary suspect, 44, was seen in bizarre CCTV footage rolling around on the concrete outside Philippa's Bakery, a popular pastry shop in Melbourne, Australia, in the early hours of March the 3rd. The woman, dressed all in black with blonde hair, was filmed stretching her groins, glutes, and back. At one point, she can be seen at full stretch with her right hand high up in the air, with her other arm and two legs being used for balance. In another move, she is laying flat on her back in a star pose. She then gets up and walks out of the camera shot, with Local 9 News reporting the woman allegedly went on to swipe pastries along with a pair of shoes, an iPad, and cleaning products from the location on North Street in Richmond. We were quite surprised when we saw the security footage from a recent break-in at our bakery. Seems like yoga is a must before breaking in, Philippa's Bakery wrote in the caption of the video. Few things were stolen, including some croissants, which were clearly too tempting for this flexible burglar. The company, seeing the lighter story of the unfortunate break-in, added a version of the Mission Impossible theme song over the clip. The burglar, a Richmond woman, was later arrested and charged with theft, burglary, and going equipped to steal. One commenter wondered if the alleged thief was trying to work up a sweat before devouring some of the baked goods. That's what I was wondering. Women get hungry. They go and do their yoga, and a lot of times they go for a smoothie and a muffin after. Is this about working off the calories or the croissants before they steal them? Poster wrote. Another poster suggests the alleged thief was trying to mimic a different movie. What is the world coming to? Yoga burglars. She thinks she is Catherine Zeta-Jones in entrapment, the commenter wrote. It is unclear if the iPad or shoes were returned, although the tasty pastries were likely to have been devoured.
Well,
I would love to hear this person talk for 30 seconds just to get like a read on that.
yeah. They said Mission Impossible music to this video. No, that's not it. It needs.
Did you know that was actually a title one of the articles said was Namaste?
This needs the Benny Hill music.
It does.
Yep. Not Mission Impossible, Benny Hill.
Yeah. Because she's not like dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 sneaking through. Dun, 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 dun. Check it out.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Who said it, Gary? That's a crackhead. Yep. Who the hell's gonna go do yoga and to go stretch out and like Scuba says, hard workout. I need some donuts. Damn, that yoga made me need some donuts. I'm gonna break in this place and eat pastry. Right.
After rolling around on a probably spit piss-filled sidewalk.
Spit piss-filled sidewalk. Well,
as you mentioned,
yeah.
Are you out?
Yes, I am.
Well, the last one, I want to save time, but as you mentioned, the whistleblower, David Gersh, is now in hiding. Kind of selfish.
Hide and seek.
Oh, it looks like TMZ Presents is doing some 3-part whatever on this. Following his testimony to Congress last summer about extraterrestrials and alien tech, he has been forced to cancel an appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast due to security concerns. A new three-part documentary produced by TMZ outlines an investigation into the government's cover-up of unidentified sightings, with the former intelligence official outlining how his life has further been scandalized by the subject matter. Towards the end of the first episode, filmmaker Jeremy Corbell recalls an instance where he, fellow journalist George Knapp, and Gersh were set to discuss the sightings and the U.S. government's hand in concealing them on Joe Rogan's podcast. The scheduled chat was hindered when Grush failed to appear, citing a security concern in the aftermath of his whistleblower testimony to Congress as the reason, according to Corbell. Look, man, reprisals are real, Corbell said in the documentary. The effect of trying to silence people is absolutely real as well. He then speaks about his experience trying to gather evidence from the witnesses who often fear they'll face consequences if they speak out. The filmmaker asserts that a good portion of those witnesses work within agencies that would often target them for revealing the truth. Oftentimes, those people get burned by their employers once they officially file their complaint through the system. To the people like David, who really just took it on the chin, some came forward and said what he could say in that setting. Corbell said, "Yeah, man, you're going to take shots. You better be truly deeply be prepared to the core of who you're going to take this, of who you are to take those hits." Gersh faced an onslaught of reprisals from the government after the hearing, saying the agency had opened a something whistleblower investigation into him as he spoke before Congress in July. It was very brutal and very uncomfortable, he said. Some of the tactics they used hurt me personally and professionally, to be quite frank. Since he's gone public, it's been a nightmare for him. He's been intelligence officers for 14 years behind a curtain. He admitted going public with the classified information wasn't his first idea, seemingly to prevent harsh backlash from the U.S. government, but did so anyways because it was for the right reasons. So, I mean, look at all these people. This happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess he's got pretty good reason to hide.
I think so.
You know, I was rewatching the thing the other night with George Knapp and Jeremy Corbell and Bob Lazar, you know, and it was, they were on Joe Rogan's show, and you know, and Bob's like, you know, I don't see how any good is going to come from this. You know, this is probably going to be, you know, bad for me. And Joe's like, no, I think it'll be good. You know, I mean, he said he thought it would be good by Bob coming out and talking and, you know, telling his story and getting many more people to hear it, you know, in case something did happen to Bob, people would figure it out. But kind of sucks for Bob.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see why, you know, Dave Grush, he may have just said, screw this, screw you guys, I'm going home.
Going somewhere else.
I'm going home to a home yet undisclosed. Or is he in hiding, or has he been snatched? You know, is he hiding, or did the government just come disappear?
Well, I wouldn't go into their like protection no matter what. Like, I'll figure it out myself.
Yeah. I mean, I'm taking a bag of pork rinds and a canteen of water and hiding in the woods before I let the government hide me.
Yeah, I don't need you. Like, you guys are the reasons I sew plastic handcuff keys on the insides of my hems of my pants and my jackets.
Yeah. Yeah, like that one. special powers, said the whistleblower who allegedly committed suicide after he told his family, and if anything happens to him, he would never kill himself. It's not suicide.
Exactly.
I changed my mind. Yeah, right.
You said you have a crystal of the week?
Yes, I do. Crystal of the week. I threw this one together right in the last minute or two before the show. So who knows? Haven't watched it yet, and I kind of haphazardly slung it together. So here we go with this week's crystal of the week. Maybe. Here we go. This week's crystal of the week is Atlantisite. So you may be saying, what is Atlantisite? It's the name given to a powerful stone that combines sticktite and serpentine. Or serpentine. This crystal is also commonly referred to as Tasmanite due to some of the first known pieces coming out of Tasmania. The Atlantisite that comes out of South Africa is designated sticktite serpentine, but is no different than Tasmanite or Atlantisite. If that's not confusing enough, the mineral color ranges from a very pale green to dark ivy green, with purple slots of sticktite throughout. Atlantisite is on the rarer side of gems and is one of the most powerful forms of serpentine next to infinite. Some of the meanings and the energy behind Atlantisite. It combines the earthly powers of serpentine with the loving and compassionate energies of sticktite. Both serpentine and sticktite stimulate Kundalini energy and links the crown and heart chakras together. The serpentine works to emanate healing vibrations from the heart and awaken dormant energies that have been at rest for way too long. The stick tight, stitch tight. I'm probably not saying that right. Like Sugarlight, promotes energies of protection from any negativity that we may come in contact with. While the crown and heart chakras become linked together with the stone, you will begin to see more compassionate and understanding side of you coming out. Stitch Tight allows us, even anyone who is thick-headed, to see the other person's point of view in a disagreement, while also offering up some kind of forgiveness so that you may grow from the same situation. If you come in contact with more than one piece of Atlantisite, it is recommended to meditate with one stone placed on the crown while the other is over the heart. This combination of minerals over these chakras will allow our minds to become closer to understanding our heart and what we must do to offer and expedite healing. There have been some, but very few specimens of Atlantisite with black serpentine instead of the usual green serpentine. These crystals are extremely rare and is once in a lifetime opportunity to see one in person. The black serpentine provides a very strong grounding energy and brings all the ideas or concepts in your head down to earth. The black serpentine works with the sticktite, offering resolution and understanding as to why your healing process may have stalled or stopped altogether. It directs you to the open wound in your life causing the damage, and grants you the opportunity to bandage and resolve that open wound. Atlantisite works towards fully healing you and making you stronger than you've ever been before. Some good pairings with Atlantisite. Phenocite is highly recommended to be used in conjunction with Atlantisite. When carrying both on you, they will enhance your self-healing and self-reflection abilities. Your healing powers will become more effective on yourself and will rapidly decrease the time needed to heal. The Phenocite also assists in any and all visionary abilities and will greatly expand your awareness. Whether it's through meditation or simply just the dream world, Phenocite and Atlanticite abilities will show you why this combination is for anyone working on themselves and their future. So there's just a little bit about this week's Crystal of the Week, Atlanticite. There you go. There you have it. We'll be back again with another one for your viewing pleasure. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Atlantic City, right? Oh, no, Atlantis. No, Atlanticite. This week's Crystal of the Week. There you go. There you have it. Go get some. If you find it with the black strain in it, you can rest assured it's very rare. I don't have any with black in it. I think you're muted.
I'm going to try to get through this kind of quick. We have an ITC experiment. Some light, and thinking about the Kate Middleton situation, it's kind of strange. We have like some photos that will reference the fact. Okay, so Charles didn't pass away. They were able to come up with a high quality, non-pixelated photo of him. And I went through a redacted video where they were making like a lot of points about what people are noticing right away with all this. Nobody thought anything was suspicious until she came up with this doctored photo, and then came up with an excuse for the doctored photo. They're trying to say that was Russian media that had started it. Russian media did report on it, but they were like the second after like this Japanese and all these other people reported, so it didn't come from Russia. Pakistan actually like reported on it first and everything. The UK is trying to say that they think that the Russians got butthurt that the UK mocked their elections, and that's why they were doing this. Saying that Prince Charles died and everything else. Kate hasn't been seen in any satisfactory way. She had her surgery like 80 days ago in January, and then they said she was going to get this abdominal surgery, and then she was going to get better at some point. That they've now moved on to like that sometime in like June. But there was like this photograph that got put out. And the next day, because so many people noticed the things that were wrong, she then went out and, put up this. Do you want to put the little picture up there?
Let me see.
Yeah, and that way we can like point to some of it. Okay, so we see this. Okay, yada yada yada. We get this grainy, strange photoshopped image that she put on her Instagram page, and the next day, the ex's royal account posted the screenshot that's on there. On the photo I sent you, but I can find it and read it. Do you need me to send it to you?
No, I got it here. It was hiding.
It was hiding. So, the Prince and Princess of Wales put out this Twitter down here. Okay, so if you look up at the top, that's the nice picture of Prince Charles showing that he's okay, that he's healthy and okay. And then underneath that is the doctored photo where people circled what obviously wasn't right. So then and that was her Instagram. So then she goes and posts, or the Royals, whatever, post on the Royal Twitter. Like many amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing. I wanted to express my apologies for any confusion the family photograph we shared yesterday caused. I hope everyone celebrating had a happy Mother's Day. That was March 11. Um, the other photos at the bottom, the one photo of her in the car and the photo next to it were taken like 2 weeks apart. One of the photos that's underneath the one of her in the car is some users. Oh, shit, love. Some users had used AI to clear it up and brighten it up. A lot of people are saying it looks more like her sister Piper, if anything, and that it could be like a body double. People are saying that don't even look like him. He has too much hair coming out. So TMZ had got a video of that. People also asked for the unphotoshopped photo. Can we have the unphotoshopped photo? Royal Palace refuses to give it up. Some people point out the outfits that they wore in the photos were similar to the ones worn in November in altered colors, the ones with her and her family. Her children and parents did not come to visit her in the hospital if she was supposedly in the hospital for this abdominal surgery. And if she did just have this surgery, they said she wouldn't be wearing like these tight pants and be bouncing around with the bags. And there was no guards around. And he does travel with security, and people didn't seem to act like they were anybody special. The photo that the Royal Palace is saying shows that she's healthy. Nobody can get any proof of where like it even came from. It was a gentleman who something Nielsen said he was buying a steak and saw them and ran out to his car to get his phone or something to videotape it, and you get this grainy video. Well, if some people looked it up and if it's the same guy, they have the same name, he's an actual photographer. So then there's some debate on why, they would come up with a video like this. So that proves nothing, but the royal family's using it as, yeah, that's proving that she's okay. They're not having her come out and just say, anything. What they're doing instead is they pulled up a picture of the queen from a long time ago saying, oh, it's normal for the royals to Photoshop things sometimes, because back then she couldn't be photographed with all of her, all these children, so they had to do it. Well, this is completely different because she already admitted to doing it for another reason. So it's like nobody was suspecting anything until these photos came out and people started wondering what's actually going on. Where's her kids? Why are her kids not being seen? And all these different things. Obama's been out there visiting. That's just like a whole other thing. So we thought we would ask the box. Oh, we still have a half hour. Just a few questions just to see what it says.
So
when we do get developments, we can compare it to, what it has said.
So that's supposed to be William and that's Kate, right?
Yeah. And taken 2 weeks before was her in the car, where she looks like 20 years different.
Yeah. And then this is an official. Come on. Does this look like the same person to you? Let me get back to it here. Close the window. There we go. this one?
Nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like the same person. I don't know.
And they do have body doubles and things like that. But again, why is she being hidden? And now they're talking about him being, getting the throne and everything. Is there, like, did they have to knock her off for some reason? Like, what's just going on? Just say something so people don't have to wonder.
Yeah.
And they're making it worse. Like, they're making these conspiracies. So other people are saying they're trying to become relevant again. Kate's hiding in the back. She's fine. They just want to be relevant again.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe she went in for surgery and got put under and didn't come out of it, and they just don't want to say.
I mean, there's 1,000 things that it could be, but they've been known to pull a Hillary here and there. There's been a lot behind them too.
Yep.
They got a lot of bodies in their in their backyard.
Yeah, they do. Those fork-tongued devils.
And they weren't always too fond of this one, were they? See, I'm not like a Royals person. I was never all into it. Didn't ever give a shit. Princess Diana was cool. I had respect for that. But, someone else's country, whatever. But I wasn't like, oh, God, I got to watch the royal wedding and
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, but I guess because, like, they're like what is it, a tax? The royal family is but that's how I am with, like, any government or anything, because, like, I've always known they were shady. Oh, so that the week before Mother's Day, that photo was published of her driving with her mom. And then the week after was the one of her shopping. And they're saying, okay, well, if she had surgery, could she have been bloated in one picture? And then, like, in 2 weeks, the bloating went down because, like, she lost baby weight real fast and all that. I still say no because she looks like way younger and a whole
Yeah,
other person.
that looks like a 20-something-year-old in that second picture.
Mm-hmm. And the royal family is a taxpayer-founded entity and love to remind us that they serve the people. So if a senior royal has been harmed or hurt and they're lying about it, we deserve to know, and why the media is so complacent. And that's what Redacted was saying, some of the points that they were bringing up. Oh, yeah? What did they think about it? So we wrote a few questions. I'm just going to use Spiritus. And if you guys have questions after, you can write them in here and we can ask, and then we can just... Yeah, because he had, like, some sort of cancer, right? I don't know if it's, like, prostate. Someone said it was cervical earlier. There was an article that actually said cervical. No, it's not. But I think it's, like, some sort of cancer. So I'm going to ask some questions. If you guys have other questions too, go ahead and put it in chat. And if you hear stuff, you can put it in there. And I'll try to edit this when I have some time. So I did set it up already. I see it now. Of course, the Samsung's not turning on. It couldn't have drained this whole time. Are you kidding me? Love, I told you you're not going to want to be down there, buddy. Oh, it is dead.
Oh, seriously?
Oh my god, I had it like so charged. And when I left it running while we were doing stuff. Won't do that again. Okay. I tried.
Welcome to Spiritus.
You can do it this way if you want.
How'd I hear it through yours?
Yeah.
Oh, mine's still loading. Hold on. I almost got it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because I want to ask on my side the same time you do, since we'll have
I just
plan.
had it on my phone. I was just going to hold it up to the microphone. It's kind of ghetto, but I don't have the cables for my normal thing over here.
Welcome to Spiritus.
Can you hear that okay?
Pretty loud.
How's this? Wait, test. Oh no. It shut off. This is such bullshit. I have 14% of. God damn it. I had this thing charging all flipping day. Fucker. And I don't even remember the password on this one. So I want to be able to ask the questions from my own side. Fucking A. Where's my tablet? Oh. Oh, I could do it off on my phone. Wait. I have it on my phone, I think. Yeah, I have it on my phone. Just give me 1 second to let that load back up in the cloud. This is what happens when you try to be prepared and then you do something silly. It's almost unloading. The ravens have left the tower. What is it? What do you mean? A tower at the castle? They said she's telling him to straighten up or her and the kids will leave. You know what else? I seen an article earlier where it said she hasn't been wearing her wedding ring but that it was doctors telling her not to wear her wedding ring because of whatever procedure. So where's my photos? Oh, I need this adapter for this phone. But you have the stupid head thingy, okay. Getting there. Weird. It's making a funky noise. What did I change? All right. I don't have any effects on right now. Is that too loud? How about this?
Yeah.
Did they say Kate maybe? Did Kate have abdominal surgery? Do you know if she had abdominal surgery?
As
Was she in a hospital? Is Kate okay? Do you know if Kate? Do you know if Kate's okay? And I already tuned them in earlier and asked them for help. Do you know if Kate is alive? Is Kate Middleton alive? Who knows where Kate is? Who knows where she's at? Who was out shopping? Was Kate and William shopping in those pictures? Was it Kate and William in those photographs?
Good look.
Up here, is this Kate and William? Where are the kids? Does anybody know where their kids are? Does this have anything to do with William getting the throne?
No.
Was the released doctored photo recent? Was that photo recent or from November, a November event? This picture here, was that recent or from November? If you know. I appreciate your help. Are these the same people? Do you know if these are the same people in these two pictures? The side by side? Are those her? Do you know if they're the same? Why didn't her parents or children visit her in the hospital? We didn't see her parents or children visiting. Is there anything that we should know? Maybe something that's being overlooked? Okay. And one last time, do you know where Kate Middleton is? Okay, I'm going to count down in 3. Thank you for your help. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. So let's see what you get on your side. Are you okay, love? I told you, buddy, you're not going to want to.
Was
Able.
Can you hear that okay?
oh, I'm sorry, Larry.
What?
Heard of
I give good.
it is off.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the same questions.
It sounds good.
What's that?
It sounds good. And it's funny that when you turned yours on, it said like something about a table. And when I turned mine on earlier when I was testing it, I heard table.
Now listen, Mom. Bro.
Son.
Okay, so did Kate have abdominal surgery?
Nice.
Yes, you're right. You to listen.
You.
Is she okay?
Yes.
Did it just say you're fucked? Is Kate alive?
She. Stop. God. What you
To be.
Who knows where Kate is?
You.
Man.
You.
Who was out shopping in the photograph from Saturday?
Hey, zero.
Cation. When?
Was it Kate and William in the photo?
And she.
Where are their kids?
Yours has some more colorful language than mine.
Usually does. Does this have anything to do with William?
God. To listen. And she.
A sass?
Was the photo that was released, was it doctored?
A free. No, no.
Quack.
It's not very sad.
Are they the same people that are in the photo, the side-by-side photos, and in the car?
This. No,
Why didn't her parents visit her in the hospital? Did it say
No.
outpatient?
No, we're ready. Oh, that.
Is there anything we should know or anything being overlooked?
That's very loud. Can I? That's not on.
All right, I'm going to turn this one off in 3, 2,
There.
1.
You're not.
So we'll go back and take a listen and post what we get.
Well, while I'm asking questions to the spirits, I'm going to ask them about the guy.
Go for it, yeah. Since you got it fired up.
Okay, do any spirits know Kenny Veach, the guy that disappeared in the desert in Area 51 area?
Мы сели. Я что же? Сколько небо фон? I need half. It's the only way you're over here. You'll get that.
Did he disappear in the desert? Nope.
Yeah. So you're Tell.
Did he commit suicide or did something else happen to him?
I keep thinking I hear dead.
Hi.
Twice.
Okay.
3 times.
How did he die?
It's the only way you're over here.
If he's dead, how did he die? Did he fall down a mine?
Them.
Was that water behind that?
Sounded like it.
Is he by water?
Was it a secret door to Area 51 that he found in the M-shaped cave? Was?
Well, hi. Get that on me. Here you go, see what. On. Fashion. Off.
Is Kenny Veach still alive?
Two. Back.
Okay. Again, gonna turn it off in 3, 2, 1. Don't know. Well, that about wraps us up. It's 2. Well, it's 1:59. It's a minute until 2 a.m. here. And yeah, thanks to the spirits if they answered some questions for us.
We'll probably have some talk next week about some potential theories on the April 8th solar eclipse.
Yeah.
Have an open discussion on that.
Yeah. Are the aliens going to come out and say hi?
Are they going to get us all to look at the sky at the same time for a fake alien invasion? Or is it
really
something spectacular and biblical going to happen? Or is it just an eclipse?
I've got my laboratory grade special glasses on.
Glasses.
Got my glasses and my shoes. I'm going to be down by the pier stepping on piss clams. Okay. That's enough for the night.
Okay.
We'll catch y'all later. Thanks for hanging out with us as always. Love you guys. And we'll catch you next time for another episode of Weird Wednesday.